I've been feeling vibes all day. I've been feeling vibes all night. Let me breathe and meditate. Elevate, is that alright? It's energy. Vibes, 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 energy. Vibes, 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 energy. Vibes, 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 energy.
Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your girl T Hardaway.
It's Michael Bahsil.
Yeah, and we are the Did It for the Hood podcast.
Indeed.
Yeah. Back again one more time for you. We love you. We missed you. And it's just another wonderful day, and we're gonna give you more wonderful content as we do as per usual. I am having a phenomenal day. I cannot complain. God has been good and great. And yeah, things are good with me. Mike, what's been going on with you, big dog?
Hey, I'm good too. You know what I'm saying? Got me a good little word today. You know what I'm saying? On next level discernment. So
Come on now.
that's the new phase of my life where I am now. We got next level problems in this world. So we need next level discernment. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Shout out to Bishop Bronner over at Word of Faith. In South Cobb, East Cobb, Cobb County. Anyways,
Georgia, everybody, Georgia.
Georgia.
But that's what's up. Did the word feed into your spirit today?
Definitely did. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let it marinate some more. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Well, today, y'all, we're going in a bit of a different direction. First and foremost, before we start getting into the topics and stuff, I want to say that we got some interesting stuff coming up for y'all. We can't give dates out yet, but there's going to be the first Did It for the Hood live event, live music showcase. Okay, yeah. It's going to be going down in New York, in Brooklyn.
What that?
Once we get the location, everything locked in, I'll definitely fill you in. But it's going to be dope. It's going to be going down in November. It's going to be featuring Michael Bahsil.
Yeah.
And a few other very dope artists that I think that y'all will enjoy. Anybody that's new to the Did It for the Hood platform. We're all about education, and we're about performance and creatives and live music and how they all mesh together. So it's going to be a vibe. So if y'all in the city, definitely pull up. I'll have more dates, more information for you. And yeah, it's our first annual. Mike is clapping for those who don't know.
Gotta clap that up.
Yeah, man, we're hype. It's wonderful to see your vision start to come into view, like really start to take shape. And I don't know. It's interesting because like me and a buddy were talking about stress, right? Your life is going to take on all types of stress regardless, but it's up to you to find the good stresses and take those on, right? So like even in the planning of this and doing these things, I realized that this is fun stress. Like learning how to deal with all the personalities and all the craziness and things, the mishaps, the things that happen along the way. It's still fun stress. I don't wake up dreading it. You know what I mean? And for those of you that are in that space where y'all do wake up dreading what you do, I know that place too. So find your fun stress. Find the stress that makes you happy. Because this is my fun stress. Like straight up.
Yeah.
So Mike, you got anything?
Man, just things that are upcoming. Not really. I mean, I'm making music right now. Y'all know that. I'm just we just solidifying some things on the business end, you know what I'm saying? And, working towards a rollout. I'm trying to figure out which project to roll out first because I'm sitting on a lot. So yeah. So, yeah, T already know. So yeah, we got a lot of Black empowering content on the way. That's all I'm gonna say right there.
That's a bar.
Yeah,
Well, shout out to Michael Bahsil.
made something today that I was like, oh, okay. Going, it's raw. So yeah.
I see you when you upload some of the stuff to your stories. I'm like, I see you, boy.
Yeah, just trying new stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just like trying to get out of my comfort zone, try new different things and see what else is like, what different things I could try. I ain't play with auto-tune for real, so I'm playing with auto-tune. Like, why not? T-Pain made his lane. And hey, ATL native for real. You feel
Yeah.
me? So why not?
Yeah. Well, they say imitation is the best form of flattery. But not only that, people use tools in their own way. So
Exactly.
you may take it and find a new way to use your tool.
Feel me? Oh yeah, and I am. That's the thing. And that's that I feel like is actually me.
Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, I've heard some of the stuff that you started doing with the auto tune, just a little bit of it. And it sounds cool.
Appreciate it.
It does. It sounds cool. It sounds, hmm. I can't think of the right word for it, but it's a vibe.
Hey
It's a
bro.
vibe. I'm like, okay, let's see where he's going with this.
Uh,
So,
It's crazy too, because you was telling me about part to change like the arrangement.
mm,
I know exactly what to do with it now. So I'm gonna play with it. But yeah.
okay.
Yeah. There's some
But yeah,
sidebar.
man,
There's some sidebars, you know what I mean?
me and Mike will sit there and have text message conversations or phone conversations about stuff that he's working on, and he'll just upload some things to the folder, and I check stuff out. And yeah, he has some really cool stuff he's been working on. I'm like, okay, I see you turning that corner.
Yeah, because listen, y'all, we trying to as an artist, you're supposed to evolve. And so I feel like there's not a lot of room for artists to do that now because of the way that art is received and the way that
Mm.
art to the masses now. There's so much freaking art out here now, y'all. And I'm not even gonna call everything art because I don't think everything is art. But specifically when it comes to just content, people putting out music, people putting out whatever. Like there's so much, it's such an overflow of it that it's like, okay, it's hard to piece out, okay, what's good and what's actually like, what's quality, I should say, not good. What's quality and what's actually um just here for like the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
Well,
how
you
I
know, and you know what, and I agree with you, and that's part of the reason why we're doing what we're doing on this platform.
yeah,
Because then when we're talking about the live music piece and component, that's really a tastemaker space, right? Like we're choosing people who are up and coming, who are above the rest, or who are about to break, and we're bringing them to the people ahead of time. So we want you to learn to trust our taste. You know, me and everybody in the staff and the crew that's going to be working on it. Like we want y'all to lean in and start tapping into the artists that we present to y'all. Come to the live performances. Check out Michael Bahsil's music. Check out the people we feature because we
yeah,
want to kind of help sift through all the noise. Because I mean, I believe we have good ears for music. I don't know. That's
oh,
just my personal taste.
yeah. I wholeheartedly agree. I know
I do.
we
I
know
think we do. And I think the camp, like the team that's starting to build, the team is now starting to grow, which is crazy.
mhm.
I think the whole team has great ears for music. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this thing, the zeitgeist. I don't even know if that's the right word.
The zeitgeist. I ain't never heard
Yeah.
that.
Or I don't even know if that's a word for real. I heard somebody say it. Might have used it wrong. If I did, my bad.
Because my brain said poltergeist, and I was like, I don't even know what that is for real.
Hey,
So we just geisted up.
that part, that order, that part, that order. Oh, and I'm going to be hosting the event.
Let's
So
go. Hold up.
yeah, yeah.
I
I'll
mean,
be hosting.
it's crazy because seeing you in that space now is gonna be like I feel I'm gonna just be admiring you from the side, like, yeah, she in her
If you
bag.
don't admire too far, you got a set to do.
Oh, trust. And I'm coming up with ideas on the fly. I be watching live performances all the time, ready to go. So
Set
yeah.
that up. Set that
And,
up. I'm excited.
been over here rehearsing and everything in my living room. Listen,
As you should.
oh, I've been doing this since I was 7, baby. What you mean?
Hey, I know you're a professional. I know you're a professional. Um, but yeah, man, we're gonna take this. We're gonna grow it. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna bring y'all some curated content, some great artists, some good music, some good topics, and as we do always great interviews. So today we're taking a little bit of a tilt into sports, right? Because there's been a lot of good things happening in the black and brown space in a few different sports. And I feel like we should probably talk about it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna jump this thing off with I don't want to say her name wrong. I think it's Coco Gauff,
Okay.
the tennis player. She just won the US Open. over the
Yeah.
last few days. Everybody clapped that up for her. Young black woman has won.
Making sure that we saying her name right. You know what I'm
Please
saying?
do. Is
Yeah.
it Goff?
But don't give me the line. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see the name.
Because I'm saying Gaff. It might be Goff, but it's
Make
for show Coco.
right. All right, let's see. Let's double check.
But there's nothing holding you back.
But continue. While I
Okay.
look.
Well, anyway, this young lady won the U.S. Open, and as you all know, tennis is not a state. This is not a sport that's predominated by black and brown folks. So this is a bit of a big deal. And the fact that this young lady is only 19 years old. I'm not sure. Is she the youngest now?
I really don't know, but she's definitely close. I'm trying to think. I don't know if because Naomi Osaki. Is that how you say her last name?
Naomi
Or,
Osaka. Oh,
excuse me.
we messing up everybody's name.
Excuse me,
Naomi.
y'all.
Me
Naomi,
too.
right.
Excuse me.
I don't know if she
Naomi.
was but yeah, but it's Coco Gauff though.
Golf. Okay, cool. But yeah, so
But
anywho, either way, Coco is 19 years old. And my mom was telling me about this young lady before I even started paying attention to tennis. And because ain't gonna lie, I hadn't been paying attention to tennis since Venus and Serena. Like when Serena retired, my tennis tenure ended. But now now I'm gonna start picking back up on it now because Coco's playing.
right.
Um, but she said something interesting in her acceptance speech.
Mm.
She said, "Thank you to those people who didn't believe." I was like, "Oh, all right," basically.
Yeah.
Because basically the haters have been telling her every time she got a lower tier title before she got here, they kept saying, "Oh, that's as high as you're gonna go. Oh, that's as high as you're gonna go. Oh, she hit her head, she hit her pinnacle." And she was just like, "I appreciate y'all because y'all basically motivated me to come out here and win the US Open." And I believe that this girl is about to go on a reign of terror and start winning a lot of things,
Oh yeah.
just like the Williams sisters. So, Mike, what
Mhm.
you think about this?
Listen, I'm just here for specifically because she's only 19.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the biggest thing. And I'm reading now too, like is she's the only teenager next to Serena to win a US Open.
Right. Okay.
So it was just like for me, it's just like dang. Like, but I mean,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
been built in her since like she was young too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like it's a beautiful thing. And also too, just to say thank you to everyone who didn't believe in me. Like, I don't know. I was seeing this tweet before we had started recording, and it was like black people who are who win and are not humble about it. And meaning like, you know what I'm saying, you let it be known, like, yeah, you just take
Part.
ownership. Like I
That
work,
part.
I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I love seeing that specifically for like just younger women, younger black women, younger black men too. Just everybody who's out here trying to get it and make it happen for themselves. Cause like we don't know the grind and the things that go on behind the scenes at all.
And we don't know what this young lady, like when people see these young women, young people in general, male and female, when they see them accomplish things on such a big stage, I don't think they realize how much they had to give up to get there. Cause like she's only 19. Like I'm thinking about myself at 19. I was having a good time.
Hello, I was trying to have fun. I was
I
trying
was
to.
having a
I'm not gonna say
yes.
much, but but yeah, like for real. But
Yeah.
putting in work since she was like a jit, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
She foregoes and skips a lot of that fun in
right.
order to focus on her craft.
Mhm.
And to accomplish this at 19, that's amazing, bro. Like,
She
it's
got
just amazing.
she got many more to go too. That's the thing.
Bro, think about think about how long her career like I don't know how old Serena was when she just recently retired, but I think she's in her late 30s.
mm.
This girl's 19.
That's Serena
Who,
was in
Serena?
when she retired.
Serena's in her late 30s.
Huh?
Yeah.
I thought excuse me. I thought she was about almost 50. No,
Jesus Christ.
no disrespect at all. But
No, Serena's in her late 30s.
Wow.
Yeah, but she started so young.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. So like you said, she had a title around the same age as Coco.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
think about how long that is in a career, a
But
sports career. That's pretty long.
that was 99 for her, wasn't it?
I don't give me the quote
I,
years.
I
I'll be
think
out here
I think
lying.
that's the year that I seen
Okay. But
99.
yeah, at 19, like look at the upside and the potential for her career. Like she's not even her 20s yet. So we got at least another on the low end, another 10 years of Coco.
Oh yeah.
That's on the low end.
She finna be working everybody. And I'm here for it.
I'm here for all of it. I am here for all the smoke.
Oh, for
I'm
real. Got
all
to.
of it. So now I have a reason to tune back into tennis. No disrespect to Naomi. I
Mhm.
didn't I just
But,
it just wasn't on my radar.
yeah, but I know Naomi, she just had a baby too.
Yeah, with Corday.
I love that for
Mm,
them. But yeah, man.
that's beautiful.
I mean,
But yeah, it's beautiful. I'm glad she got a bag. I think I read in the New York Times they gave her $3 million for that.
run up that check.
Put up a check.
Run up a check
She
from
got
these
3 million.
corporations, these
Got that check, baby.
institutions. Run it
Got
up.
that check.
Hey, see if you can flip it a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie.
What, flip it 3?
Flip 3 to 6. Yeah. See if you can flip that.
She gonna get that New Balance check. She got
Oh yeah.
the US Open check and whatever other endorsements are about to
Oh
come her
yeah.
way from this.
Probably finna do some more commercials too.
I don't doubt it. I don't
You know what
doubt
I
it.
mean? So yeah, that's yeah. Go be
And some
fly. Go fly. That's all I gotta say. Go.
clinics and camps. And when we talked about like her giving up and sacrificing, I was reading again about her because again, I didn't know anything about Coco for real.
Mhm.
And apparently, ever since she was like 10 years old, she went over to France to go to a tennis academy, and she would be there for 10 weeks at a time. I don't know how often she went, but she definitely went over there. And she's originally from Delray Beach, Florida, baby. Yeah.
No, I
That's
see. When I seen that, I was like, oh Lord,
she
another
from the
beach baby,
she from the
another beach
crib.
baby.
I I think that's another reason why I connect with her because she's originally from the crib.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
So it is what it is, you
Mhm.
know what I mean?
But I'm thinking
But shout out
France
to her.
though.
Hmm?
When she was
But
10, she went to France.
yeah, she was going to some prestigious tennis academy.
Heard that. That's
So she would
so.
go over there for 10 weeks per year. Hmm?
She's also fluent then. Probably got to be
I don't
a
know if
little.
she is or isn't.
You know what I mean,
She went there for tennis. So
yeah, that's a big flex though.
that's a huge flip. That's your parents investing in your gift.
Hmm. Oh, I don't know why I feel like you should talk about that a little bit and the importance of that.
What, your parents investing in your gift?
We can both touch on it, but
Man, bruh. So you know what's so interesting? I've been watching a lot of sports as of lately because that's my new hobby. I may have mentioned that before, but
you
I
did.
hadn't been tapped into sports in a minute. But one thing that a lot of the best athletes all pretty much had in common, like the greatest ones started very young, right?
Right.
And in order to start young, that means your parents had to tap into your gift. I say it all the time. I haven't said it on this podcast before, but your parents have to be your dream agents. Your parents have to hold the vision for you. When they see that you're good at something, they have to pour into that gift early before you even realize what it is. Um, and it will make your way a lot easier. Because if you ever notice the super successful in any sport or in anything, usually they start extremely young.
Oh yeah.
That means somebody saw it in them early, was like, hey, let me pour into this. Let me pour into this. Let me make this kid do this, even though they might not be happy with it, because I see what it can become. That's holding the vision for your kids. Like even when you talk about the Williams sisters, when they go back and talk about the early days, they don't want to play tennis at first. Their daddy put them on that path
Hmm.
because he saw what it could become, and he held them to that path. And then over time, they grew to love it.
Right.
Like, um, but he saw the vision. He came up with the vision for them. And so when your children have something that they're good at, or you see their vision, you see their gift before their vision arrives, you got to be their dream agent. You got to hold that for them and pour into it. They may stray away from it, but they'll always come back.
Oh yeah.
What were you about to say, Mike?
Nah, I'm thinking about that too, even with just with myself. Like you know. At first, specifically with acting, like my post was like, be an architect, do something that is actually gonna make you some good money. But also
Mhm.
like how first and foremost, say I went down the architect route. How you know
Right.
off rip I'm gonna go and make some money all right out of school?
True.
We being honest. With any profession, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But when I was like, hey, I want to act whoop de whoop, I just, for me, it was like I have to show y'all that I'm really about it.
Right.
So I feel like it's also on the child too, when it's just like, hey, like if yo for sometimes to get your parents to opt into your dream, sometimes you got to show them that you really about your dream. And that's one
That's
thing
real.
I'm having to teach young kids now. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Just be like, hey, like if you really want to do this, like go all in. Don't
Mm.
just don't like, and I like for me, I like my time and I love my space, especially now that I'm out of school. So like, yeah, I love doing like a little self tape, but I like my time to myself. I love my time to just create and do whatever I want to do. But
And for
also,
for the audience, what's a self tape?
but a self tape is basically a submitted audition that you would record on like your phone or something. You could for singers, you know what I'm saying, you would sing like a piece of a song, you know what I'm saying, or like a cut of a song specifically for like a musical, or you would take you would record not even reciting, but literally doing some lines from a script specifically. So say I had an audition to be on let's say Power, you know what I'm saying? Then they would give me like a little excerpt that I would do. I would read for a certain person's lines, and then somebody else would read alongside with me off camera. And then I would just literally be capturing myself and my reactions to everything that's happening in the situation and scenario of the scene. And so yeah.
Go ahead, man.
But but yeah, like I know my folks like I'm grateful, so grateful for them because they knew, like of course like your parents, like you said, they know when their child is gifted. They know that. And it really on them if they really just gonna pour into it or not. And so for me, it was just like, hey, I had college auditions that I needed to go to in person. I don't know how they ended up scrapping up some money. I don't know what God did for them, how, forever grateful, but ended up going to New York, getting into 6 out of 7 schools that I applied to.
Mm.
But that's all because I would just let them know, like, I'm serious about this. I memorized 7 monologues, y'all. And what a monologue is literally like a little excerpt, like a little speech of a play.
Mm-hmm.
I memorized 7 of them, from
Mm-hmm.
classical pieces to contemporary pieces. And I showed up to that Juilliard audition saying, I have this, that, and that. What you want to see?
That's real.
I'm the only black man in that room, too. You got to show these folks, y'all.
That's
But
real.
shout
No,
out
but
to
what
Coco.
he said, what he's saying is very true. My path didn't go like that, but but
The way
even
you
on the backside, like I went a very non-traditional route, but my parents still poured into me when I decided to shift gears, right? So like no matter what your dreams are, it depend you got to have some type of support to pour into your dreams regardless. No matter where you are, what space. And understand that your journey ain't gonna look like nobody else's either. So shout out to Coco. Keep getting them bags. We want to see you run it up, Coco. I'm speaking
Oh,
into existence. One day we're gonna have Coco on here.
nah, for real. And it's crazy, too. I hope Coco is bumping Flo Millie's 19, too. That's all I got to say. That's one of my favorite songs by Flo Millie, too, y'all. We're going to get Flo
Flo
Millie on.
Milli go hard, bro. Flo Milli go hard.
Listen,
Anyway,
I can rant all day, but I'm
yeah.
not going to go there.
Nah, shout out Flo Milli though.
Real.
So next on the docket with the staying in the sports lane, different sport, same lane, same vein. Uh, the young lady, Sha'Carrie
Carrie.
Richardson.
Sha'Carrie.
Sorry, Sha'Carrie Richardson
Yes.
has been out here winning. She
And
been
has
running up.
getting the proper report. So I'm saying,
She been out here winning.
stupid.
She's out here winning, y'all. Has she qualified for the Olympics yet? She qualified already, right? Okay.
She there.
So she out here running it up. I saw her in the relay race for the USA. She was man, she was the last leg. When I tell you she was in it, she was in it.
Go.
And she
That's
right there
literally.
next to Jamaica.
I know,
Out of
literally
there.
just
Out of
gone.
there.
And then
I'm gonna tell
she
you why.
got done. She said, shoulders just
When she had the flag wrapped around her body,
yeah.
and she was talking to the reporter, and the reporter said to her, are are you doing this for the world? She's like, no, I'm doing this for me.
Mm.
Right. First of all, the Sha'Carrie Richardson, Sha'Carrie, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Sha'Carrie. The Sha'Carrie Richardson situation, for those that don't know, Sha'Carrie had qualified for the Tokyo Olympics, which was the last Olympics. She tested positive for weed and wasn't able to go to the Olympics. And then since that time, she'd been running some races, but she was losing. 9 times out of 10, Sha'Carrie was probably very distracted and probably wasn't focused and so on and so forth. But she did basically a rebrand. She got in the lab, started working on her craft, and now we're seeing what she can do. She is the Sha'Carrie. She's back.
Okay. I'm a push back on that a little bit
Go for it.
because I feel like she always been in that mode.
Okay.
Like she's always been in that mode. I feel like maybe, like you said, she may have had people around her maybe that wasn't the best. Maybe I don't know specifically. I know she was going through a hard time because she lost her mother.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and then also too, there was definitely other people in that at that time that were also testing positive for weed. That came out in the news that nobody really talked about.
Okay.
The only one that really got pushback on that.
Probably because she was the most popular athlete.
Feel me? And so, and also too, I just want to just extend some love to her too, because she is unapologetically her
For
with her
sure.
with her nails. Letting it be known that she is the culture, she represents the culture, and that's what I love to see. So
You know,
I'm
she ripped the wig off.
oh, as she should. She said,
She ripped. We doing braids now.
almost ripped my wig off. Hello?
Wig just sideways. You hear me?
Lean like I'm Jay Dilla. Them stuff.
Yeah, she said she has rebranded herself in that way.
Right.
Sha'Carrie was always a dog. Like she was always a heck of a runner. Like that was never questioned. But I think that she was in a space where she had to grow up. She had to grow up. You know what I mean? As we start to step into new phases of our lives, sometimes it's hard for us to shed our old skin. And I think that was from her past because she had came straight out of college and was running. She went to LSU, I think, for a year or so. And yeah, something like that. I don't know if she was there for all 4 years, but I know she ran at least 1 year for LSU.
Wow.
And then she went pro. So, I mean, she just had issues. She got caught up being a kid, is what happened.
Hmm.
She got caught up being a kid. But the only thing is, when you got the spotlight on you, you have to evolve fast because you don't have time.
Uh,
So, I think that was her only issue.
for surely. And that image will follow you too,
For
depending on
sure.
saying how it comes off. But also too, I feel like we gotta do better as people when it comes down to social media specifically and how
Mm.
like the image of things goes because I feel like we don't give people the grace and the mercy to change and evolve. It's weird. I don't like that. It comes down to that cancel culture mess and I said it. I stand on 10 toes on it too. So just got left over now. But yeah, it's very weird to me. You know what I'm saying? How it's like we not giving people the extension to grow when aren't you trying to grow too? Cool. So yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I agree. But as you know, this young lady is of a certain hue. She black.
Exactly. Exactly.
And she's on the world stage. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying life ain't fair. And it's not. It's not fair.
So
And
real.
so I mean, aside from the mistakes that she made, I never thought that we should throw the girl in the trash because I believe in redemption, especially over something like that. Like
Right.
it ain't it was weed. I'm not saying that weed is not I'm just saying it was weed. That's it. It was weed. So I'm glad to see her back.
Oh yeah. And going stupid.
bananas. She's going crazy. And I'm glad that she's in the right frame of mind. Like when she said this, I'm doing this for me, not for the world. I was like, yes, that's the right frame of mind. You gonna kill it now. Now you a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy for the young lady.
Same.
And I'm definitely gonna support her for the Olympics, hoping that she take home gold.
I'm trying to think because when she had raced the first time for Tokyo, wasn't that before the pandemic or right at the pandemic?
What was it, 2020 Olympics? Was
Yeah, I
that the
thought that was
Olympics?
2020.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's every 4 years. Yeah, it was right before then. I assume, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, because they in the Olympics they had COVID protocol.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But,
'Cause
yeah, pandemic.
So it was pre-pandemic. So it was what, 4 years ago. So now she get the opportunity to cut up. And
Oh, please cut up. Please. Cut up. Cut up. Boom.
man, I wish her nothing but the best, man. I want to see her I want to see her cut up. I want to see her kill it out here. So shout out Sha'Carrie. We love you and we're proud of you. And your comeback is dope.
And necessary for the times right now too.
For sure. So shout out Sha'Carrie.
It is.
And the last story, well, one of the last stories, Deion Sanders.
Dog.
A neon Deion.
Just a dog.
What you think about this? No, let me tell the audience first. For those who don't watch football, Deion Sanders has been cutting up at not Jackson State, Colorado, University of Colorado.
Yeah.
So Colorado's team was absolute garbage. Their football team was trashio. Okay. So trash that last season they had only won one game. Deion Sanders came in as the head coach, went into the transfer portal, got all these players from all over the country to come to Colorado to play for him. All of these different commentators and supposed to be sports gurus were saying, oh, it's not going to work. Oh, it's going to take several seasons. Oh, blah, 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 blah. They shining on him.
Mm-hmm.
Unranked Colorado comes out on their first game and beats TCU. TCU was ranked number 17 in the nation. They beat them as their first game. Now, if y'all don't realize, they're already doing just as good as last year because they only won one game last year. So they've already beaten that. And circle back. They played Nebraska and beat them, which is supposed to be their rivals. They beat Nebraska. So now they have a better record than they had last year. They're now 2-0. Colorado ain't been 2-0 since Hunt was a pup. Like, I was in college when Colorado was good. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't been in college in a hot little minute. So,
that 2000s?
I ain't tell you to shut
I
up.
was just asking when Colorado was. I wasn't even trying to dog you out.
Bruh. See how he do me? This is why we can't get nowhere as a people.
He's on
anyway.
Me.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so they ain't been good in a whole long time. So Deion Sanders has basically revitalized their program. He's brought in some dogs. He brought in his son, who they didn't know if he could play on this level, and his son is doing quite fine so far.
Does his son play QB?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Shador plays QB, and I think his other son is a corner, I think. And then Travis Hunter was the number one recruited player in the nation. He went to Jackson State when Deion was there and now transferred to Colorado. And he is an ultimate dog to the point where he's in the Heisman Trophy conversations now. I don't know if y'all know about football, but Heisman Trophy is the top of the top.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal, especially saying you came from an HBCU to go to Colorado. Because that was the question about Shador. They were saying the quarterback, Shador Sanders, they were saying, oh, you just a little quarterback from Jackson State. We don't know if you can throw with the big dogs. I don't know why they thought that, but especially when Tom Brady's one of your mentors.
Like Deion Sanders.
Your Deion Sanders son and Tom Brady's one of your mentors.
You think he's not finna be
like that?
Training camp? Conditioning? Let's go. Come on now.
Baller. So anyway, that's the background of it, yo. So, Mike, what you think about the whole Deion Sanders situation?
Man, I mean, I'm I was always told specifically, even when I used to when I used to play sports, I played a little bit of basketball, y'all, but never did for like a team or nothing like that. You know, they had their favorites, but you know, I was there. Let's
He
just
was
say
a
that.
church league all-star.
No, actually, we was supposed to start a church team, but we didn't. That's the thing. But regardless, though, um, defense wins games. You got Deion Sanders. He was a whole defensive back. Like Deion Sanders was a dog. Like everybody know, like everybody who is black and know about football, like a little bit, just a little bit, and you hear the name Deion Sanders, you can be like, oh, that name sounds so familiar, because you knew Deion Sanders was that man on the field specifically. So I just feel like I love how he is making his own lane
Mm.
in a place where it seemed like there was lost hope.
Mm.
And that speaks so much volumes to me, speaks so much volume. I feel like it should speak volumes to the world. Just like don't sleep on underdogs ever. Don't ever sleep on underdogs, because underdogs will come in and overtake everybody for everything. And it's like that. So I love what he got going on. I love how he's putting specifically black players in position also. You know what I'm saying? And
And
I know,
black coaches.
yeah, exactly. Like I know he's giving game. You know what I'm saying? Just about like, okay, like, because I know them deals that they be doing with like high schoolers and like college students. I forgot what
Oh,
that.
NIL.
Yeah, those NIL deals. And I know he's probably putting them on as like, okay, on how to strategically go about that.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
you know what I'm saying, folks and agents want to just come in and just scoop these young boys up because they're trying to make money. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I feel like he's doing what needs to be done specifically for college football right now, I feel like. And he's doing it in a way that's very non-traditional. And
And they don't like that.
yes.
That's the thing. I think the problem with Prime is like he's so braggadocious. He's confident is what he is.
Yeah,
And people don't like confident people. I
exactly.
mean, he's very confident in his abilities and he's very prepared. And when you're prepared, it breeds confidence. And I think a part of him being Prime and being this big personality is bothering people. And that's why they're not receiving him well. But that don't matter as long as he keep winning.
No?
And when you talk about the NIL deal, Prime, Deion Sanders said something that was very interesting that I didn't even know. Sanders been about that bad. You
Oh,
understand me? He
oh
been
yeah.
about that bad. No, but I'm about to tell you something I bet you didn't even know. 'Cause I didn't know this either. You know Deion Sanders played professional baseball and football, right?
Yeah, I think I heard about him playing baseball. I didn't know specifically for sure that he did though. I heard that though.
Okay. He played professional baseball during the same time that he played professional football.
Oh,
When he was in college, he played professional baseball, right? But you know, back in the day, you couldn't take money in sports in
mm,
college. You couldn't take no money. You couldn't take any outside money or you'd lose your NCAA eligibility. So what, but that was if you were a scholarship athlete. What Deion Sanders did was he went professional in baseball and was a walk-on in football. You understand what I'm saying?
of course.
So he signed for those that are listening, he signed a professional baseball contract, right? He went to Florida State. He was not playing baseball for Florida State. He had a professional deal playing for a professional team, and he was a walk-on in Florida State. So he said, I think he said 230,000 or something like that. He had a $200,000 deal while he was at FSU. So because he was not a scholarship athlete, the rules about taking money didn't apply to him.
Right.
He did that before NIL even existed. He said, this man been about that bread.
Listen,
Because he was 18,
I
17
about to
years
say, yeah,
old.
but I say he had to be 18. Yep.
I was like, what made you even think to do that?
Hey, but that's good business though. He
That's
said,
100% good business.
don't apply to me. I could do what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
And I can
And
make
he
it
said,
work however I want to make it work.
and his scholarship was a restriction. So he's like, you keep that. I'll pay my own schooling. I'll play for y'all, but I'm going to get this check.
Because he knew. He knew. He was like, listen, y'all gonna ask me for money regardless.
So,
But it's cool. I'm just saying, but like, yeah.
but that just showed that leans towards the intelligence of Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? So he been that guy.
He's from Florida too.
Hmm?
From Florida too, ain't he?
Yes, he is. Come on, baby.
I
You
mean,
know,
it's something specifically in y'all water.
it's in our water, baby. Come on now. No, I was a critic of Deion Sanders because of the Jackson State things, specifically because I am a firm advocate and believer in HBCUs. But I understand him from a business perspective. I understand what he's doing. So hats off to him. I want him to be nothing but successful. But yeah, he's definitely, and I hope there are no coaches that's coming behind him thinking they're gonna do it the way he does it, because you can't.
Oh,
You can't. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Deion.
Not only that, Deion is a legend in football. Deion is already rich. Coach Sanders, I'm sorry. Coach Sanders is already rich. He's already a legend in football. He can talk that talk. The regular football coach that's coming up through the ranks, you will not be talking that talk and have a job. Nowhere. You won't. Like, they will get rid of you. So don't even think you finna pull that prime time. If you ain't got prime time capabilities,
don't be on Amazon, bro.
don't even do it.
You got to make sure that you get that free subscription first.
Come on now. What they say? Don't quit chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. So don't get no ideas, because if you're not Deion Sanders, you cannot do what Deion Sanders does. But I think he's dope, though. I think he's dope.
Yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope. I love what Deion got going on. I love what got going on.
Yeah, he's sending a message.
Oh yeah, and the message is being received. I think.
I do too. I do too. He I think they said his goal was to get back to Florida State and be the head coach one day. I just heard that randomly. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but I know for a fact Colorado gonna do everything. If he continues on this path and trajectory, they're gonna do everything they can to keep him.
Oh yeah,
because that's a rich program.
Mm.
It's a very rich program.
I know everybody was like talking down on Coach Sanders because he was like because of the deal he took, right?
Yeah, because they was talking about it was a money grab.
Yeah,
because I think his deal was like $28 million or something like that. It was a nice size of money, but he was I mean, football is big business, y'all. It just is.
the amount of the probably got new equipment with that money or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know if that was just salary. I don't know how it was broken down, but it was 20 some odd $1 million.
Hey, well,
and then his coaching staff
give
get
me
the increases too.
Oh, what you say?
He said, "Give me half, or you can give me a quarter. I'm cool. I can rock out."
Hello.
But and then there was another dynamic piece of it too. Even when I started to think about the HBCU piece of him leaving to go there, his coaching staff got a huge pay bump by going there. And I mean, ultimately, some things have to change on the HBCU front. You know what I mean? But they just financially couldn't support his staff because Deion Sanders got former NFL coaches on his staff. Like, he does. And, when they talk about the training that these kids are receiving, Deion Sanders is putting these kids in position to go pro, period.
Oh,
period.
Where they want to go. That's where, I mean, I know, like, at least it seems like a lot of kids that do specifically play pro, well, not pro, that play college football specifically want to go pro. And that's like a big goal for them. So, like,
yeah, for sure.
He put
all of them can't go.
Exactly, but I mean, with Coach Sanders, he's trying to get these kids in position.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely putting them in a great position to be seen. And I mean, what's a nod from Coach Sanders? Like an NFL scout come to camp and like, yo, keep one of them ones.
Exactly.
So I mean, Coach Sanders give you the amen.
Hallelujah.
You going forward. He's a dog. Okay, cool. We'll sign him up. They'll at least try him out because you said so.
Exactly.
And then with his film footage and the thing, other things of that nature. So it is what it is. But all right. Shout out to Coach Sanders, man. Shout out to the boys in Colorado.
Yeah.
Wish y'all boys nothing but the best.
That part.
I got one more on here. That's not the docket, but I'm a big girls basketball fan. LSU. It's season. It's time to get back on this college vibe, right? I went online to see if I could find some tickets to the LSU women's game versus South Carolina game, and it is sold out.
I was like,
boy, they got 6 tickets available, and the 6 tickets is all the way in the top, next to Jesus, and they cost $250 a piece.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know that price is stupid.
Said, now y'all just don't want me to win.
Hey, yeah, I'm
hyped though. I'm gonna wait to see if like somebody's trying to sell their tickets or something like that. But I'm trying to get tickets to go there because I'm gonna go to Baton Rouge and watch them play.
Woo, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. I told y'all this is my new hobby. So specifically women's basketball, but basketball in general is my new like hobby. Watching the sport, not playing it, just watching it, being a spectator.
Indubitably. But nah, shout out to what's her name? Flaw J.
Angel Reese, yep.
Right. I forgot they shooter. Yeah, she was like a 3-point bomb in the championship.
Oh, she graduated. Jasmine Carson.
Yes. Oh my
yeah.
God. Graduated? I didn't know she graduated.
She was a grad student. Mm-hmm. She was a grad student. So she's gone from their team. They got some up and comers and some transfers. Haley Van Lith from Louisville came, and I can't remember the other young lady's name, but she came from DePaul. They both were top players in the country. They've transferred into LSU.
DePaul?
Yeah, so they.
Oh, you better bring some of that Chicago style popcorn. Like,
Come on now.
I got to listen. I love that Chicago popcorn, that caramel and chip.
I like the deep dish pizza. Chicago pizza, baby.
I still have yet to get a Chicago hot dog.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I've seen it on the Bernie Mac show.
Okay. Shout out Barney, R.I.P.
Yeah, right. But Pop's from Chicago, so gotta go back soon.
Oh, okay. Do your thing, then.
But I might have to talk to you offline though, because listen, there's so much stuff going on in Chicago, y'all. That's like good TV.
Oh man, the Shy and
yeah. Oh, hold on. I don't think I was speaking on that. Actually.
Okay, well, never mind. Well, cool. Well, anyway, y'all, that's been our episode for this week. Make sure y'all tap back in. Go to Spotify, Apple, wherever y'all get your podcasts and tap in. Go stream Michael Bahsil's Vice City Project and anything he has going on. Stay tapped in. Visit the website. Just click like, subscribe, share with your friends because we want to grow this community because this is a vibe and this is for us. My name is T. Hardaway.
And I'm Michael Bahsil.
And we are the Did It for the Hood podcast.
Indeed.
See y'all later.